Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into this apparent clip on BBC News that ended up trending all over, and people have a lot to say about this. So I definitely have some thoughts and opinions on it as well. It's very cute. I love it. I also wanted to talk about RM and his apology to an army after he gave his gift to her. And this made me a little sad, but we will discuss and talk about this more too. So grab your dumplings, he's spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. Any of you's a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is what is going on with the BBC thing. But I do need to give some context on this interview and what it was about. So hang tight with me on that. If you aren't aware, BTS did an interview with BBC recently, and by recently I mean like 10 hours ago or so. Don't quote me on the exact time. I was never really good in physics class or whatever. This is a joke. It's not that funny. But in this interview, they were actually asked pretty good questions, and questions that I would actually love to know the answers to. Such questions like, how does it feel to perform at Wembley Stadium? Which, if you didn't know, it's kind of an iconic place to perform. It's very large, and if you can get tickets to that show, it will be a little bit different in terms of budget. So it's so large and so many people are there, they tend to invest in better stage production. So better lighting and more flashiness. This is why when you look up performances at that stadium, they're all really good. Their response was that there was a movie at the time that was gaining popularity, and I guess they saw it. And in the movie, the cast was playing at that stadium, so they were introduced to the stadium like that and realized how iconic it was. By the way, any celebrity can rent out any stadium. If you have $1 million to spend on renting out the stadium, the owners of the stadium aren't going to say no to $1 million. But filling in those seats and selling out 90,000 seats is what makes the artist and the performance iconic. Definitely one of the biggest venues, as I believe even Madison Square Garden, which is considered big, can only fit 20,000 people. Another great question BBC asked was how it felt to get a butter #1 on the Billboard. And Jungkook responded saying it was surreal and it really hadn't hit them yet. I will say, when you're busy and you have a lot to do and it's go, 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 like without an end in sight, you don't really get a moment to acknowledge what you did or what happened. Imagine you just released a song, and then while it's at #1, you're in the middle of an interview, and then right after the interview, you have to get changed to meet the president. Even if you had 2 seconds to look at your phone and be like, oh, I got a #1, it doesn't sink in because you're nervous about meeting the president. You're nervous about everything else going on around you. This is why if certain celebrities seem kind of cold or ungrateful sometimes, it's not that they don't care, they just have a lot going on in their head at the moment. To a degree, if they're being rude to you and laughing at you, that's unnecessary. But BTS does always find a way to show how grateful they are when it does sink in that they have some of the most amazing supporters in the world. Speaking of which, and the question I wanted to get into today, was when BBC interviewer asked BTS, how does it feel to be the biggest boy band in the world? As you can imagine, they're just doing their own thing and they do whatever comes up. So in their mind, they're thinking, okay, release an album and promote it like crazy. All they can control is what they do, how they promote. They can't control the outcome of the album sales or whatever. So they're focused on giving the best performance and all that. As you can imagine, if you're someone like them, you don't even realize you're at #1 when you're there because you're doing your own thing. They talk about wanting to see ARMY and all that. Now that was all cool and dandy. Every member seemed to want to talk about their struggle not seeing ARMY and how it has been since they saw us. And they were kind of interrupting each other. When Jungkook was trying to talk, Jungkook was being talked over. This happened a few times in the interview, and basically when Jimin got wind of this, he tapped Jungkook behind the head to kind of comfort him. This is why in social situations, I don't talk at all. Every time this happens, I simply want to disappear, like just fade out of existence. But what happened after this was so funny, because if you go on the Tweetster, good old Tweetster buddy, you saw Jungkook and Jimin trending. And I was like, what is this at first? And people were talking about how cute they were together. They were posting old photos of Jimin and Jungkook together, and even this old photo of Jimin laying on Jungkook's face. People were saying how cute this was and how much they loved the two together and how they're such a cute couple. I find these moments adorable. I think it's so amazing, but of course, I don't know if they're actually dating or not. I am all for the Taekookster. But whatever you like to think is completely up to you. But I love that the internet was talking about this moment. It's very much something that has happened probably to a lot of us, and probably why Jimin felt the need to comfort Jungkook, because Jimin has no doubt faced these types of awkward situations before. He knows how it feels. I think every member, especially the maknae line, has faced situations when the hyungs talk over them or whatever, and they're just sitting there like, ugh, what do I do now? Or with me, it's always, what do I do with my hands? Why do I have hands? So I flail them when I talk. I love BTS and their cute moments like these. I'm glad that it was kept in, and I'm glad that the ARMY fandom decided to trend this and talk about about it. It's definitely been a long time since we have seen BTS, and recently a lot of stories have popped up of previous BTS fan meets and things like that. I was very surprised to hear about this one, as I didn't know about it, but there was a fan meet that happened after they debuted, and this was at the time BTS was maybe doing one of their first photo cards and little merch stuff for their albums. If you're new to K-pop, basically physical albums will come with little things aside from the CD. So photo cards, maybe some BTS merch or posters that encourage people to buy the physical album rather than just download it online. And sometimes they'll do collectible things. Like if you buy an album, you might get a poster or a photo card of Jungkook, and you have to buy more to collect all 7 members. Things like this are things that help them rank better in album sales, and just really cool things like that. So one girl during a fan meet, now this is alleged and a story given by the fandom, as during fan meets, you cannot record video. And the girl up on the stage talking to the members can't bring her camera and just start recording as they're talking. So the girl came out and said when she told RM that she received his photo card in the album, RM apologized and said sorry because he felt he was so ugly that people shouldn't receive his photo card. Now I don't know if this is true, but I believe it to be true because I vaguely remember that during an interview, and I'll pop it up if I can find it, if not, maybe it's not true, but I remember him saying that he used to not be as handsome as he is now, and that he is more confident now. But he was always handsome. He always looked the same. But also, who is telling him that he's ugly? He had just debuted. Was it staff? Which staff? I just want to talk. Chances are it wasn't the staff. It was probably mean comments. I've noticed when a group is new, they tend to get a lot more hate because they're being sprung into the spotlight and people are unfamiliar with these new faces. So they're just rejecting it because people hate new things. But as people get familiar with BTS, even if they hate BTS, they're just going to be like, okay, whatever, and just accept that BTS will be around, but choose to ignore them. But it's so sad that RM felt this way about himself. I really wish he never felt that insecure. Being an idol and being insecure is not a good match. You're going to see every ugly angle of yourself at the red carpet and even in music videos. I don't think RM got more handsome. He was already handsome, but I do think he gained confidence, which makes you more handsome. People are attracted to sunny and confident behavior and less of actually how you look. I had to learn that the hard way. If you're sad all the time, people don't like to be around you. Believe me, that was a hard pill for me to swallow because I am just a ball of sadness all the time. The girl was probably so happy to get an RM photo card, and she was not upset that she got his photo card. Who knows, maybe this was her bias and she felt so sad about this moment that she wanted the world to know, so she decided to write about it. And since then, RM has gotten a flood of nice comments and always sees great comments about him on his selkas and whatnot. He is truly a great leader and a great person, also extremely articulate and smart. There is nothing inside and out that is unattractive about him. Also, he's extremely rich now, so there's no one that doesn't want him. Oh my god, I think Namjoon might be God. My husband is God. I know you jealous, get in line. Let me know what you think, let me know what your thoughts are, leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. We have a great time interacting with each other over there, as well as we do send out photo cards and postcards every month, so if you're interested in any of that, make sure you check it out. Link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there on the front page that talks about how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. That video is free to watch if you'd like to check it out. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.